All right, guys, welcome to our Eating Out, Takeout Nutrition webinar. I'm so excited to have you guys here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and screen share so you guys can see the presentation here, and we are going to go ahead and get started. So tonight, we want to talk and help you guys figure out how to eat healthy, order takeout, still support a lot of your favorite small businesses, and stay on track. So we're going to jump right in, and then if you guys have any questions as we go, feel free to throw them in the chat. And we can go over and look at some menus at the end if you guys need to. So first of all, are you making smart choices? 92% of popular menu choices exceed the threshold of calories for a normal meal. So if you're looking at your menu, 92% of them are well over what you should be choosing. And there's a lot of tricky items, and we're going to walk you through them. First and foremost, that dang salad is going to get you if you're not careful. So here you guys can see if you were, and I'm using a lot of chain restaurants on this just so we have commonality between everyone. But if you guys have some favorite local places, we can review them at the end, or you can send them to me later. So Cheesecake Factory, their chicken avocado salad is going to cost you almost 2,000 calories, more than what you probably a lot of people should be having in the course of one day. And also noting like 2,900 milligrams of sodium, so that's quite a bit. And then you can see Applebee's has one for 1,200. Bonefish Grill has another one for 900. So just because we're seeing salad doesn't always mean that it's healthy. And I'm going to teach you how to recognize some of these common health traps and how to make them healthier so you can have a good healthy takeout meal and stay on track. And really what it comes down to, you guys, is knowledge is power. And so being aware of the food choices you're making and being educated on that is really going to help you. So first of all, I want you to think, why are you going to order takeout? What is the point of it? Is it for convenience? Something quick, you don't have anything at home, so you want to order. If you want to support your local small businesses during a time where they aren't open to have you come in and eat, so you want to go support them and do takeout, that's great. If you want to try new food, if you're celebrating, maybe it's your birthday and you can't go out and celebrate with everyone, but you can go get some fun takeout and bring it home, that's completely okay. Or you just don't feel like cooking. So a lot of times these are a lot of reasons why we might be choosing takeout. And so when you go to eat, I want you to really start thinking about why you are eating the foods you're eating. So is this a time, like, are you working towards a goal, right? Are you trying to lose 10 pounds and get back to your goal weight where you want to be? Are you trying just to right now fuel your body with as many good nutrients as you can to give yourself and your immune system a good fighting chance with everything? Why is it that you're wanting to be healthy? Because you're watching this for a reason, right? Otherwise, you'd just be getting the Big Mac and fries and not worrying about it. So why are you trying to be healthy? Are you suddenly faced with the fact that, wow, I can do everything in my power to take care of my health because I have 2 kiddos at home and I'm not where I need to be? So we want to really think about that when we're making our food choices, and that's going to help us be prepared when we go out to eat. So we also have to think, is this a celebratory meal, right? We can have treats. It's a lifestyle. And so maybe this is a meal we're going to celebrate. And so maybe we are going to have 1 or 2 things that we wouldn't normally have. Is this just a convenience meal? So basically, I didn't have anything healthy to cook tonight. I have no reason to fall off track, no reason to make any bad choices tonight. I'm just going for convenience, supporting a small business, but not to derail my nutrition. And then I also want you to think of, when you're looking at menus, and we're going to go through this, how can I make this healthier? The biggest thing is you guys are going to be ordering takeout, so you get a chance to think at home before you make the order. You don't have all those distractions like when you're in the restaurant, like talking with people, socializing, people coming up, all those things. So you can sit at home and really be prepared and have a plan for that meal. Again, is this a treat meal, or is this just, I don't want to cook tonight, but I still want to stay on track? And really take that mindset with you when you're looking at your food choices. So when we are going to eat, I want to, basically we'll really hit lunch and dinner. You can see breakfast and snack if you want. But if we're going out for lunch and we're ordering takeout for lunch, our goal for lunch is to be 50% vegetables. You guys can see that here. And then 25% protein, 25% food or carb. Basically, I break down the 25% of both of those as just 1 serving of each and then a double serving of veggies. And then for dinner, we want to have 75% vegetables and 25% protein. So we want to keep that in mind as we're looking at our food choices. And so I want you guys, before you go, if possible, some small chain restaurants don't have it, but a lot of places are now putting their nutrition menu online. And so this is just a normal carryout menu, right? It's got all their foods listed, but it's not going to go in depth on the nutritional value. So we'll walk through, if you do not have the nutritional content, some things to look for, some things to make it healthier, and then I'll show you some nutritional nutritional menus, they hide them a lot because they don't want you to see a lot of this stuff. So let's start with our meal when we're preparing, and let's start first with the free stuff, right? Those good rolls that they're gonna throw in there with your meal that you may not even want, but it just comes included with it. These are the ever favorite Texas Roadhouse rolls. Guys, one of these rolls is 220 calories, 11 grams of fat, and 26 grams of carbs. Imagine if you accidentally had two, right? So this is what we want to be thinking about. Again, if this is not a treat, like if this is not, I'm craving a roll, it's my birthday, I want a roll, we need to go out and we need to pass on this because this is setting ourselves up for not good things. It's going to give us, especially if it's dinner time, we're going to take all those carbohydrates, and carbs are what our body uses for energy. And so what happens, we eat these for dinner, we go to bed at night, we don't need the energy, our body then stores that as fat. So we want to be avoiding that. And if you need any motivation to do that, one roll would take 22 minutes of burpees to burn off. So unless you really like burpees and want to go exercise it away, which I never want you to approach it either that way. I don't ever want you to think exercise should be a punishment for what you ate, but just to kind of put it into perspective for you. So what are some good things to start with? I love, especially, and this is a tip if you're at a restaurant, I love starting with a salad, but even when I'm at home, if I'm going to order a meal, I'll start with a salad because that's going to give me nice vegetables. It's going to keep me full and then not overeat on my main dish. So I'm either going to get a salad or a side of vegetables is something good to start. But we have to watch some tips for salad. So first of all, we want to order our dressings on the side because if they put it on, it's just going to load up. And really with takeout, a lot of times they do, so that's pretty easy. When you get it home, I would encourage you then to add some water or some lemon juice to make it a little thinner and spread farther if you're going to use theirs. You are now eating at home, so the perk of that is you can do some healthy dressings, and these Bolthouse dressings are some of my favorites, and I'll actually show you guys some calorie comparisons for those. But I love to, when I order takeout, just put my own dressing on it at home. Some things to skip on your salad. I ask for mine without croutons or cheese, and then in no bacon or dried fruits or anything like that. Cheese, I just don't notice the taste difference, right? Like I want to be very mindful with my accessories that I put on my meal. If it's something good, like a dressing that provides flavor and helps me eat those vegetables, great, but I really don't miss the cheese. Croutons are just a silly carb, again, that we're not going to need much of, and dried fruits are going to add a lot of sugar content in your meal and not a ton of nutritional value, so usually it's better to go without. Some eggs are good, any vegetables are good, add it in, make a nice flavor for it. So here you can see, if you're doing your dressings at home, this Bolthouse Ranch, how it adds up: 2 tablespoons is only 45 calories, 3 grams of fat, 3 carbs, 2 sugars, whereas you're going to double that almost with the same serving size of a classic ranch. And here are the serving sizes for, this is Texas Roadhouse's dressing. So if they put your blue cheese on for you, you're going to be looking at 280 calories. These are 310 calories just on the dressing alone. So you're going to be adding that much, and you haven't even got to your main dish yet, right? And we think, you know, on average, a person should add 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day, given their weight and size. So we're like hitting a huge chunk with just dressing. So we could go and do it a lot better. And a lot of times this just comes down to serving size. You guys, if you're eating at home, nothing wrong with making your own salad, right? Having some big leafy greens instead of just doing iceberg lettuce, and having your own salad, and then you can go ahead and order your main dish from your restaurant. All right, appetizers. So what I've really found is a lot of times anything, first of all, fried is not going to taste as good from takeout. And we want to be avoiding that. We want to, again, start our meal and set ourselves up for success. So I would tell you to obviously salad or vegetable, and then any kind of lean protein. So tuna, mahi, shrimp, maybe even some little steak bites, as long as it doesn't have anything on it. Skip the sauces or ask for them on the side, because again, we want to control our portions. And whatever you get for an appetizer, if you're going to choose to have it, keep it small, share it with family, or have a bite, put the rest away for tomorrow for a healthy snack. And we'll look at a couple appetizers here in a minute. When we're going to a main dish, here are some words that I want you guys to have in mind. So if it says fried, buttered, creamy, crispy, you guys can read all of that. These are things we want to skip. These are going to be adding unnecessary calories, fats, and it's really going to load up your meal and make it not as healthy. So look for things more like broiled or steamed or blackened or fresh or grilled. Those are all good things to go with. If you're going to do a meat, chicken, steak, salmon, tilapia, all those things are fine. Heck, you can even get a burger, and I'll show you how to get them. Like your protein normally is coming from a meat source, then that's fine. It's normally the stuff we put on it or the sides that tend to make our meal unhealthy. If it comes with a side, always ask for it on the side. Or if it comes with a sauce, ask for it on the side. My next point, special order. So it is completely okay to customize your food. If you see something on the menu, so maybe you see they have grilled chicken breast, but it's really nothing else to go with it, ask for a side salad. Then you have yourself a grilled chicken salad, something healthy you can put together. It's dinner time, doing that big veggie-based meal, just to make it how you want it. If it's got a sauce or something on it, put the sauce on the side. Again, that's completely okay. Picking a side for your main dish. So if it's dinner time, I'm going to be picking a non-starchy vegetable, and I'm also going to special order and ask for it without any butter or sauces on it. A lot of times your restaurants will cook them in lots and lots of butter and they'll come out soaked in it. So I'll ask for it without that. Steamed broccoli is good, asparagus. I've even seen spaghetti squash. Just be careful if they put a sauce on it, to ask for the sauce on the side. If you're at lunchtime, you could do a plain baked potato or a sweet potato. Those are completely fine. Plain, don't be adding in, you know, the brown sugar and the marshmallows for the sweet potato. You could even do a nice thing of soup. A nice lean soup is something you could do. Or if you want, make something at home. If you have leftover vegetables, go ahead and have those at home if you don't see something healthy at the store you're doing takeout from. If you're going to do a carbohydrate, so generally at dinner, again, we're going to say no because we don't tend to need those carbs at dinner. But if you're going to go out for lunch, this is a general carb rule that I follow. So is it less than 150 calories? To have 1 gram of fiber for every 10 grams of carbs, and are there more fiber than sugar? And some options that you wouldn't need to remember this for, any kind of beans are normally okay. Baked potato, maybe a thing of chili is a good option to have. So those are some good ways that you can get a healthy carbohydrate. Rice, you could do rice, just again, keep the serving size, and I'll show you how to figure that out. You could do rice at a Mexican restaurant if you wanted. Maybe not the healthiest carb to do every day, but not a bad option if you're doing lunchtime. So let's look at some side dish calories. So you guys, I want to note the home style fries, like 420 calories. You're also getting 60 grams of carbs. So this is going to be something, if you're not making this a special meal out, nix the fries or the bloomin' petals, right? 820 calories. But you can see you can get asparagus for 35 calories. Your black beans at lunchtime would be a great option for 120. Your Mexican rice still isn't bad. 160. It's got 27 grams, only 1 gram of fiber, but it doesn't have a ton of sugar. Keep in mind, corn is a carb, and a lot of times people forget that. The sweet corn is going to be, I don't know what they put in this roasted sweet street corn, but that is not good for you. 390 calories for some corn, and it's got 28 grams of fat. Yikes! They probably load that up with butter. But sweet corn on the cob still has 180 and it has 29 grams of carbs. So, I mean, that's right up there with the loaded mashed potatoes. So keep that in mind if you are ordering corn. That should be considered a carbohydrate that we would generally want to have at lunch. And here's just some more for you guys. You can see some different side dishes. Grilled shrimp's a great option. The grilled onions look good. You can see as you get up into the things that are, these are more fried and bigger serving sizes. And obviously all your fries, if you got that baked potato loaded or your sweet potato loaded, it's not going to be near as healthy as if you got it plain. So I'm going to show you guys some main dish combinations that I would tend to do for dinner in different style of restaurants. So this is a main dish that I would do at a Mexican restaurant. So what I do is I swap out the wrap for a lettuce wrap, and then it's loaded with this amazing chicken. Salsa is great at your Mexican restaurants to add flavor without a ton of calories. You can even do a little bit of sour cream. Just watch the serving size. I normally just ask for it without cheese because I don't miss that. But this is a great way. Mexican can be super healthy if you approach it in the right way. So I've got that big base with those big lettuce wraps and the chicken for the protein, and then flavor it up with some nice salsa. So you even ask for a Mexican salad. Sometimes I'll do fajita meat and then get a salad, and that's a great way to have a big vegetable base as well. Here's a steakhouse where I got a grilled salmon. I got the vegetables and asked for them without the butter. If you don't ask for them without the butter, this entire dish will be covered in butter. And I had a coleslaw first, and I didn't eat the coleslaw, but that's how I'm mixing in vegetables. And I did get a side salad with that to make it a nice big percent of vegetables. Steak and veggies. This is one of my favorite steaks to have, so you can certainly do that. This is a lunchtime meal. It has there's salmon underneath there, and then it's got the fruit and the beans for my good carbohydrate on top, and then some grilled zucchini. Great healthy meal that you can have, full of flavor and a good dish to eat out. And even if I was eating this for dinner, so yes, there's carbohydrates in the beans and the fruit, but they're good sources of carbs, not bread, not chips, not fries. those types of things that wouldn't be serving my body well. And this is just salmon and some mixed vegetables. And this is a Mexican salad, which has chicken and peppers and onions and lettuce. And so a great big filling meal while you're eating out. So let's talk about portions for a second, because when we're doing carry out or when we're doing eating in a restaurant, even portions are what seem to hurt us. Restaurants load our foods up, which is great. They give us all this food, but look at the left. It is almost 1,400 calories, whereas what we should probably be having on the right is more closer to 700 calories. And so some of my tricks for you when it comes to this is, if you're in the restaurant, ask for it in half and into a box, or when you get it home, immediately put half of it in the fridge or split it with someone else. If you're going to do a sandwich, even if it's at lunch, we say an open face is a happy face. So get rid of half the bun and only use half of it. You can also ask to order for lunch serving sizes or order an appetizer as a main meal. It's going to give you that better portion. And if you're not at home, or you're at home and you don't have a measuring cup, here's a way to visualize what some serving sizes are. So the front of your fist tends to be about half a cup. That is how much of a serving size we'd want of carbohydrates. So about half a cup if you're going to do rice or anything like that. A clenched fist tends to be about 1 cup serving size, so you can say that's for about your vegetables, and really you can't overdo it on your veggies, so I really don't worry about that too much. Your meat should be about the size of the palm of your hand, and then any fats, maybe serving size of your fingertip or your thumb, depending on the fat. So maybe oils and stuff would go on the side, dressings, butter, or dressings would be more of your thumb size. And last but not least, dessert. So maybe you're going to go out and it's your birthday. If you're going to have a dessert and celebrate, and that is what you want, go ahead and have it. Just keep your serving size to where it needs to be. Share it with someone else if you're at home and we're practicing social distancing with our other family, but you can have it at home with your spouse if that's who you live with, or split it in half, save it for tomorrow. And remember that birthdays and holidays and all these things are a celebration of the day. It's not about the food. It's about the day and another year older. It's about FaceTiming with someone and sharing it virtually, not necessarily about the food. So keep that in mind. Now, if you're at home, you can always do some healthy desserts at home. And I want to show you a common trick that I see. So the first column is the Reese cup. This second one is this frozen yogurt. And these are all the same serving size. Do you guys see the difference here? This frozen yogurt, the healthy option, is actually has more calories, carbs, and sugar than any of the other one. I really do love Halo Top ice cream, and then there's this all natural Turkey Hill ice cream. Again, if you stick to the right serving size, you can have it and enjoy it and have that treat during the week, or that special celebratory meal while you're at home ordering takeout. And if you guys need some healthy recipes, you guys can screenshot these. This is my frozen chunky monkey ice cream. It is literally just bananas, peanut butter, almond milk, and maybe a little bit of chocolate. And then we also have this chocolate peanut butter fluff, which is one of my favorites. And you guys can pause the recording if you need these, or I can send them to you later. All right, let's look at some appetizers quick. So you're gonna do chicken, right? Chicken's a good option. So we're gonna do spicy chicken bites, and we're gonna order these. But the reality of it is, this is 670 calories, 41 grams of fat, 51 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of sugar, because that includes the sauce, and then it's battered and fried. So it's gonna add the fat, carbs, and sugars. And what this means is, one, it's not really gonna fill us up too much. The chicken might a little bit, but it's gonna set us up for craving things later with all that sugar rush, and there's not going to be the fiber in there to balance it out and keep our blood sugars nice and stable. So again, avoiding anything fried. Sauces would be on the side ideally, and if you were to have these, keeping the serving size, so maybe having 1 or 2 opposed to the whole bowl. The dreaded chip bowl, right? Anyone else guilty of this one at the Mexican restaurant? This bowl is 910 calories. That's more than half of what we should have for the day. 45 grams of fat and 113 grams of carbs. So while salsa is great, and you can get the salsa, and sometimes I'll add that to a side salad for some extra flavor, like I told you guys, you got to be just mindful of those chips. And here's a healthy chip and salsa recipe if you wanted to make some at home yourself. Just take tortilla chips, put a little bit of avocado oil on them, roast them, and you have your own healthy chips at home. The nacho plate, you guys probably don't want to guess what this one is. 1,230 calories, 85 grams of fat, and 56 grams of carbs. So again, probably just want to be careful on this one. Skip it, go for something a little bit healthier. Here's some tuna, which would be a good option. The whole thing though is 340 calories, 17 grams of fat, which this is coming from good fat. So these are the fats that are providing essential things for our body. So these aren't bad ones to have. 12 grams of carb probably come from that sesame roll on the outside. But this would be something good to get and split, or have for a main meal, or do a little bit and save it for later. All right, let's see what is healthier, a steak or a burger / sandwich. So here are some steak options that you're going to see at a common steakhouse. You've got a sirloin, flat iron steak, ribeye, prime rib. This is at Longhorn, the Longhorn steak. And then there's their burger sandwich option. So you guys can think for a second, what do you think is going to be healthier out of these two? And so your healthiest option actually comes down to this Renegade sirloin. It's only 320 calories for a 6 ounce. So you want to be sticking to a 6 ounce serving size. Some steak tips, stick to 6 to 8 ounces. Put the butter on the side. Dry rubs are good. And sirloin tends to be the leaner cut, so the best option to go with. Your steakhouse burger was the worst option. It was 830 calories. Add in 440 calories for your fries. Yikes, that's going to do, again, some damage. If you're going to do your burger, again, only eat half the bun. Consider your condiments and what you're adding in. So here you can see a tablespoon of ketchup is 20 calories, whereas if you did a tablespoon of mayonnaise, it's 90. Mustard, hot sauce, these are all great. Soy sauce, 0 calories. So the ones on the right are what you're going to probably want to go with more opposed to the ones on the left. If you can, skip the cheese, skip the bacon, and then load it up with all the good veggies, lettuce, onion, anything, pickles like that are good options just to add more flavor. Sorry, so chicken options. Which one of these is going to be healthier? You've got portobello and mushroom chicken, barbecued, chicken critters, country fried steak, smothered chicken. Our best is going to be the barbecued grilled chicken, 260 calories, 3.5 grams of fat. Even make it better, ask for that barbecue sauce on the side. And the worst option is the country fried steak, 750 calories, 43 grams of fat. Not only is it fried, but you're adding gravy on top. So some seafood options, fried catfish, grilled salmon, and grilled shrimp. These two are about the same. So grilled shrimp and grilled salmon are great options. So 8 ounces of the grilled salmon is 480 calories, 33 grams of good fat. Grilled shrimp with seasoned rice is about 500 calories. So you could do either one of those. And you can see they're paired with vegetables. So that would be a great meal combination for you. If you're going to do seafood, I would avoid anything fried. Skip it with pasta. Again, ask for it without butter or the sauces. And these are some good lean seafood options. Salmon, tuna, shrimp, mahi-mahi, tilapia are all great options. Speaking of pasta, the beloved fettuccine Alfredo from Olive Garden, right? And so you're going to see some of these words: creamy Alfredo sauce, right? Cheesy, heavy cream. Like these are all key words that we want to kind of stick away from. This is 1,000 calories. If you're going to eat the fettuccine Alfredo, 56 grams of fat, 97 grams of carbs. If you are going to get the pasta, only eat half. Maybe stick with the marinara sauce. If you can do a whole grain option, that's a little bit better. Skip the cheese. If you're going to eat it at home, take that out and mix half of it with spaghetti squash, right? You could even do that at home and have a little bit healthier of an option. Okay. Olive Garden soup salad and breadstick with chicken gnocchi soup and 2 breadsticks, 660 calories, 30 grams of fat, and 85 grams of carbs. Let's compare that to that steakhouse burger. You guys, it's worse. It's worse. I can't even tell you it's better. It's worse. So 666, 30 grams of fat, 85 grams of carbs. Like these are probably up there, you know? So pick wisely, I guess. Sometimes I feel like this seems to be a healthy option when in reality it's loading you up with a lot of not good things. And again, don't waste your meal with the side. So make sure you're picking the vegetables, the steamed veggies, the salads, the healthier soup, the grilled asparagus, opposed to things like mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. You do at lunch, baked potato, sweet potato, just get it plain. And here's some calories. So a loaded potato is going to be 380 calories. Mashed potatoes are 340. Fries are that 440. Rice are 230. Broccoli is your best bet with 90. And here, just to not to rub it in, but here's a dessert menu, guys. Like the lowest thing on here is a hot fudge sundae, 280 calories. But if you're looking to get a cheesecake, one slice of cheesecake, almost 1,300 calories. There is one, this Hershey chocolate bar cheesecake, 1,380 calories. Okay, so just something to think about. Again, you can have your treat, but watch portion sizes. Take a bite to taste is sometimes my rule, and save it for later. And then if you're at home, before you drink, I want you to think. So remember, if you are going to be drinking anything with calories in it, you're going to be wasting calories. This is non-nutritional calories. And just to compare, 1 can of Dr. Pepper is 150 calories, 40 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of sugar. 1 Krispy Kreme donut has half the carbs and 1/4 of the sugar of that. And that's only with a can. You're not even looking at a 20-ounce serving size. So I always would say water at the restaurant unless this is part of your treat. And that goes with alcoholic beverages too. So if it's your treat, have it, drink wisely, but just know that it's not giving you anything good as far as nutritional value. Stay healthy. So in this time, we can't stress this enough. So what I would be doing is taking my takeout. I would immediately put it onto my own plate because you'd have no idea how many people touch the containers. Wash your hands before you eat, and if possible, use utensils instead of using your hands to touch your food. But just keep that in mind. You don't know how many people have touched that container before it got to your hand. So I would just dump it out, put it on my own plate when I got home. Little extra dishes, but I think that's okay to keep everybody safe right now. You can also with takeout do some meal prep, right? Like maybe order a couple extra chicken breasts, or if you do get that baked potato for dinner, save it to have aside for lunch tomorrow, or order some extra rice and have a few extra things on hand. Just because right now I know getting to the store and grocery store is hard. So if you order a couple extra, you're supporting that restaurant and having some things prepped for you. So you guys, all of this comes from my Peaceful Plate project. So we teach you how to eat out and stay healthy and stay on track. And we go over a lot of the emotional aspects of eating, because a lot of this does come down to that. What we are choosing to eat and what we are choosing to fuel our body, a lot has to do with mindset. And if you can lock in that and why you're eating certain foods, it's going to help you in the long run. So if you guys have any questions on that, you can certainly let me know. And then anyone have any questions? No? All right. Well, I will go ahead, and if you guys are watching the playback and watching the recording, I know a lot of you wanted me to email this to you. Just let me know. And if you have any questions, we can go over them. If you guys need me to review any local menus for you, we can certainly do that too. Hi. I couldn't see you guys when I have my screen share up. I can't see people, so I couldn't see you. All right. Well, if you guys need anything, feel free to message me, let me know. I hope you guys are having a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.